Hey there, it's Mike Goldstein with the Crushing It with Kitchen Remodeling Podcast. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can choose the right category for your Google Map optimization. Now, you need a lot of different things on Google Maps in order to rank well. But one of the things that's really overlooked by so many people is choosing the right GMB, the right Google My Business category. A lot of people think they can just list anything under the sun in terms of every possible service they might want to offer, and they'll rank for all of them. And quite frankly, that's just not true. It doesn't work that way. But here's the good news. I'm going to show you how you can pick the best categories for your remodeling business so that you can rank better on Google Maps using the right categories. And I'm going to do that right after this.
Are you looking for some fresh ideas to jumpstart your kitchen remodeling business? Welcome to the Crushing It with Kitchen Remodeling Podcast. Your host, Michael Goldstein, founder of Kitchen Remodeling SEO, the digital marketing agency working exclusively with kitchen remodeling contractors, and also the author of the Ultimate Internet Marketing Guide for kitchen remodeling contractors, will provide insights on proven tips and strategies from top experts in this space so that you can take advantage of industry best practices. Your host, Michael Goldstein. Join Mike as he shares his knowledge each week with an insightful interview or educational segment about how to turn your online marketing efforts into more kitchen remodeling leads and sales opportunities than ever before.
All right, well, we're back. And what we're going to talk about today again is how do you really optimize your Google My Business listing so that you show up on the maps when people are searching for the services that you offer. And, one of the key things is that there are so many possible categories out there. As a matter of fact, I think recently I saw there was over 4,000 different types of GMB categories. So many so that, even just something as simple as, kitchen remodeling, you might have 10, 15 different choices. And if you don't choose the right one, then you're going to get found, but you're not going to get found for what you want. And what you do want to get found for, you won't be anywhere on that map. And let me just give you a perfect example of this. So we have a couple different clients throughout the country who really work specifically as custom cabinet installers, and they will, their job is they will design a kitchen, and their bread and butter is putting in those custom cabinets that really make a kitchen unique for the homeowner. Well, now are they a cabinet store? No. Are they a cabinet maker? Not technically, no. They work with local cabinet makers. They work with major companies like Marsh and others. But what they'll do is they will come into the home. They'll do the measurements, just like you might. They'll contact their rep, and then they'll order those custom cabinets, and then they come in and they install them for you. Now, can someone come to one of their showrooms and say, hey, I'd sure like that cabinet, and I really like this hardware here, and this knob works well, and can we add some soft close hinges and all that? And yeah, sure, they could sell it all to them at the store, but if that was the case, they would have opened up a hardware store. They would have opened up, a cabinet store. They would have been, a little mini Home Depot or mini Lowe's. That's not what they are. And for most of my listeners, that's not what you are either. What you are is you are a kitchen remodeler. You're a home improvement contractor. You're somebody who comes into a home and you're able to really make the difference. But it's not just, I went to Home Depot, I bought these stock cabinets. Can you throw them up for me? That you're not a handyman. You are a kitchen installer, designer, remodeler. So how do you go about figuring out what is the right category to choose so that, for example, our clients don't show up when somebody puts in cabinet store, but rather if someone says, show me kitchen remodeling near me, show me custom cabinet installers near me, that's where they want to come up. So one of the things that we can do here is there's a bunch of different plugins that you can use. There's a bunch of different websites that you certainly could go to. But the thing that I have found that really is helpful is a plugin called Plur. I'm going to kill this on the pronunciation, but it's Plur, and it's PLEPER.com. And if you go there, you can actually download their plugin. It's a Chrome extension. You can actually just go right to their website. And what will happen on that website is you will actually be able to put in the general type of service that you provide, and the extension of the site will give you all kinds of different categories. And not only that, it'll show you what categories, maybe your direct competitors have selected. And that's so important because you want to know, if Joe's Kitchen Remodeling down the street, is holding themselves as a remodeler, that you probably also want to be a remodeler. But at the same time, you might look at something like bathroom remodeling, bathroom remodeler, general contractor, construction company. The list goes on down. You can be a contractor, you can be a cabinet maker, a cabinet store, all these different things. And the beauty of Plur is that it not only does it show you all the options that you have, but it actually gives you the percent occurrence of how many people or what percent of people actually use, bathroom remodeler. So, and I did a little bit of research before the show today. So I know, for example, that 18.81% of folks who are in the bathroom remodeling industry list themselves as a bathroom remodeler. I also know that kitchen remodeler is going to account for the vast majority, well over 26.9%. So that's really important. But if you're in a niche where maybe that's not the case, maybe you're not a remodeler, maybe you are a pure designer. We have clients for my company, Kitchen Remodeling SEO, who are actually nothing more than virtual kitchen designers. They work online. They've never stepped foot into someone's kitchen, and they certainly aren't going to install things. So, in that type of situation, an interior designer and a kitchen designer are the right categories. So what this all means really is that you need to figure out what is the category that you want to come up for, and then make sure that category exists. Now, Google My Business does give you the option if you want to create your own category. I can't emphasize this enough. Don't do it. If you select a category or you make up a category, the reason that you're making it up is because it hasn't been searched for before. And it kind of, makes me think about, I don't know how many of you guys, you eat frozen dinner sometimes, and I look at the box, I take it out and I read it, and I read the instructions, and the instructions say, take container out of cardboard. Why in the hell is it saying that? I'll tell you why it's saying that, because they have to, because somebody has physically, gotten hurt, probably microwaving the whole box, right? Well, it's the same thing with GMB. The reason there are categories is because people are already looking for them. So if you need to create your own category that's so unique and so specific, the odds are nobody else is looking for that category. So go with the categories that Google has established. Let somebody else be the guinea pig. Let somebody else go and test for 6 months and try and rank for something crazy. Don't be that person. But with that said, it is so important to fill out your Google My Business profile. It's so important to select every option. But the one place that people really falter that I find is in that it's in that category selection. So if you found this helpful and you'd like to get a little bit more information, you can always check out our website at kitchenremodeling.seo.com. You can check out the podcast and all the episodes there, or wherever you're on. If you're on Stitcher, if you're on Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, whatnot, we're found all over the place. And if you just want to pick up the phone and give us a call at 339-645-9461, I'd love to talk to you. I love talking to people in the industry and just finding out, what's working right now for you, what isn't, and see if maybe there's an opportunity and we can make a recommendation for you or not. Maybe we can learn something from you, right? Well, anyways, again, my name is Mike Goldstein. This is the Crushing It with Kitchen Remodeling podcast. Thanks for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you soon.